Textured glass tutorial. First off, let's look at creating a classic mid-century style fluted glass. With the rest of your scene created and glass panel created in the scene, with at least the basic glass solid material applied, we can head into the material graph and anywhere in the empty space, right-click, go to textures and select mesh. Connect that up to the bump and see the effects immediately. First click on our mesh texture and make sure it's centered on part. From here, simply scroll down and find where it says shape, click on the drop down and select line at the bottom. Now you can use the available scroll wheel to scale the mesh closer and finer for more fluted effects. You can also add fall off to the shape to make it slightly softer and more realistic, and play around with the actual bump height to lower or increase the intensity of the visible fluted effect. If you want more refractive effects, we can add a displacement node to our material, play around with the displacement height, offsets to avoid geometry being displaced too far from another face, reduce the triangle size and increase the max triangle for a smoother / accurate displacement effect. One uses much more memory but also creates a more accurate effect, so choose which is going to be more appropriate for your scene. In this next example, I will show you very quickly how we can create a realistic frosted glass effect and add a little condensation to it for that bathroom window style. First off, with the glass, solid material selected, without having to put caustics on, KeyShot will not generate accurate lighting behind the glass, where in this example, it's creating this strange solid shadow block behind the glass. So to change that, make sure you use the basic glass material instead and turn on refractive to allow light to pass through the glass. Next right, click in the window again, go to textures again and select noise texture. We want to do that twice, then go to the utilities window and click on bump add. Connect up both noise textures to the bump add hook that up to the glass material. For the first noise texture, we want that on a larger scale. For example here, around 15 to 20 is good. This acts as the frosted texturing effect, giving noise to the visible objects behind. For the second one, make sure to turn off sync. This will allow you to edit this noise texture without affecting the other. This one needs to be a much finer scale to around 1 to 2, and increase the bump height as this will act as the roughness of the glass. Now for the condensation, throw a flat plane in front of our glass panel and put it directly in front with a slight gap as not to be touching. Then I've gone to ambient CG for a leaking texture. It downloaded it and we can add the textures into the material of this flat plane we've added. I've added the roughness and bump right now, where the roughness is actually going to act as an opacity. The material as well is just a glass solid for this part. Then we can add a color to number node to the roughness texture and play around with the values till leaks are darker and the background is white. I then also added the displacement texture as well for a couple 3D drips. Then finally, I added a color adjustment node to the color to number, added a gradient texture and placed that in the colorized section to act as another opacity to the texture to reduce its visibility at the base of the glass so it doesn't just cut off at the base. And there you go, accurate frosted glass with a little condensation. This final example just briefly shows you how adding texture to a design can create some interesting lighting effects and finishes. Make sure you're turning caustics on for this example. Again, the glass solid material has been used for the tabletop. We can then go to its material graph, add a displacement node and grab the granite texture from the drop down as well as the fractal noise texture too. Add a bump add node, hook those both up to the bump of the material and the displacement node. We can then play around with the scale and the bump heights for both, as well as the parameters in the displacement node, till we get this interesting water-like caustic effect from the light source above. And there you go, 3 very different but easy to create textured glass materials within KeyShot. Hope these help to elevate some of your scenes and/or designs.